Good morning guys, happy Monday. I think this is day 11. God, we're really like stuck into Vlogmas now. Today I promise is going to be more exciting than yesterday. Well, a little bit more exciting. I actually am going to have to do loads of admin work today because you probably saw last week was so busy. I was running around every day, out and about, going to different things and events. So I've kind of fallen behind on my emails. I normally spend more time during the week just at my desk kind of keeping track of my emails and stuff. So I do need to get back on top of those. Yeah, I've been up a while. I edited my vlog already, and what else did I do? I put up a blog post, did some more emails, and now it is 11:30, so I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I'm gonna head into town then to meet Jared for lunch and Nicole. Nicole is in studying for exams and Jared is at work, and then I'm gonna go into my office afterwards and just get the head down and get some work done. Okay, I'm all ready to go and I'm so wrapped up. I don't know what I look like, a cheerleader or something, but I love this jacket. I think they're kind of cute together. It's probably a bit OTT, but sure, look, I'm warm.
This is going to be like a regular thing now.
And we were getting work done until we started taking the cameras out. I'll get back to it. We just came down for a coffee. Hello. We're getting loads of work done today.
Well needed after like 20 minutes work. No, we did more. We did more.
No, we did.
You were
here what time did you come?
I came at 11, so 11. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here like 3 hours.
Good. 4 hours. You'll go back down your parking and be like 40 hours.
I know, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. We got loads of work done.
Okay, I'm just done in my office. It's about 4:30. And I'm gonna head over to Tourism Ireland, which is actually really close to here. Some of you might know I used to work in Tourism Ireland until July, and then I went full-time blogging. But one of the girls that I used to work with messaged me and said that a package arrived for me, which is so random because I haven't had my packages delivered there in months. So it's a nice excuse to go over and see everyone and pop back in. It'll be like deja vu going in. And their Christmas party's on Wednesday and I'm gonna pop in and see everyone then as well. So yeah, it'll be nice. Well, that was a disappointment. There was barely anyone in there because they have the marketing plans launches on at the moment, so they're all from Belfast. Oh, well, at least I see them all on Wednesday, but I got my package. I'm like laid down with bags and packages now. This actually reminds me when I used to work, I used to get all my packages delivered here. I'd always be leaving with you know, bits and bobs hanging out of me. Parked up at the top of Stephen's Green and look at the view, it's so nice. Freezing. I'm not the only one who spotted this as a good photo op. Stopping off to get my packages, the usual situation. So there's loads of packages today. We'll have great fun opening these. So the big present I got from Avonmore was a load of Christmas goodies, a Christmas hat that says Christmas Chef, a Christmas jumper that says Louise and Avonmore, and what is this? An apron. I'm sure I'll get loads of use out of the apron. An oven glove. That's very useful. And what's this? A teapot thing?
To take things out of the oven.
Take things out of the oven, yeah. And then lots of cream and a pudding. I got this fab package from Parfois. It's the bag that I got, but in black. How nice. I got it in wine already. So nice. I'll get so much use out of this. This works there. It's like kind of sleeping stuff, so it's a deep sleep heavenly candle and deep sleep pillow spray. I love this stuff. Got this gorgeous gift from Be Bold. It's a little personalized keyring, some of their dark lotion tan, and this little makeup bag, and it's got their contour kit and a brush inside. What's in here from Pennies? So I got a set of their Gold Rush makeup products. So they've got this eyeshadow pigment, the highlighter palette, and their 4 lip glosses. They're fab. They sent me this dress as well and some jewellery. Loads of sparkles. Oh, I love those earrings. I got this gorgeous necklace from the Terry McAvoy collection with Tower Jewelers. So nice. Can't wait to wear it. Got this gorgeous candle from Sass and Boho as well. It's like citrusy, it's really fresh. It's lovely. I got this delivery from Lancome as well. They've got these new shadows. Oh, there goes the pen. And it's kind of black with kind of pink glitter, which is really nice. And then the other one is a pen. Not a pen, well I guess it is a pen, with eyeliner on one end, and it's kind of like a paintbrush eyeliner, which I really like for the lid. And sorry, the other side is eyeshadow. That was better than Christmas morning with all the presents. I started talking just there, and I stopped myself, and I was just saying to my roommate, like, I don't know how to say it, but when I'm showing my packages sometimes on Snapchat and on Insta stories, I think some people like get the wrong idea. I think it can make you look like you're so spoiled and you're getting so many presents all the time, but I suppose it is a part of the job, like, you know, and I love that part of it. I love being able to show people different things, but there's no way you could use everything that you get, and you really, like, you learn not long into the game that you only really need what you have, what you need, you know, you don't need any more than that. So that, like, in that way, like, I'm lucky that I'm in the position I'm in, that I can give things to charity, and that, you know, like, I don't keep everything that I get, and obviously it's lovely to get it, but it's not the be all and end all. And yeah, like, if I didn't get it, I would still love my job just as much. So yeah, I just would hate to come across like I'm spoiled because I'm getting free things, but I mean, I guess it does come across that way a little bit, but yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense. Hey, so I have a little bit of spare time before I go and meet Jared this evening, but I wanted to go through 5 lessons that I learned this year. I love making New Year's resolutions every year, and I like reflecting and just looking back on what I've learned. And it's always kind of like, I usually do it on my blog, and I do something kind of personally as well, like in a little diary, or just to write it on my phone or something. It's a little bit painful to do it, but I just find it so good when you're looking back at it. Like, I did one last year, and looking back at that blog post, like, I remember writing it, and like, I just remember what I was thinking, and now I feel like I've come so far since then. So I wanted to talk about 5 lessons I've learned this year, 2017. And when I first started thinking about it, I went to my resolutions that I made. I had them just in my notes on my phone, but they don't really apply like to what I've learned as much. Like, they do, but they're not the actual lessons I learned. I'm just gonna start. I hope that these are kind of like helpful and valuable to people, because I think it can apply to anyone, not just to me. So the first thing I learned is balance is everything, and this is just something I'm learning more and more every single year. You have to work hard, and you have to make time for the people that matter, and you have to kind of look after yourself, and have fun and work hard as well at the same time. Yeah, this time last year when I was still working, and I remember I was trying to do more blogging and stuff, and I was just so stressed. I would just remember coming up to Christmas and just really, really needing the break. So that's kind of why I made a resolution last year to take more time for myself. So like in the evenings and stuff, to come home and not work. And I think I definitely got better with that, but that's probably just the change in my schedule as well. So yeah, balance is everything, and finding that balance. And if you feel like the balance is off at any time, just to take a step back, take a breather. You know, the world doesn't come crashing down when you take a break. Another quote that I like is, what is it? Sorry, I just saw a message come in. When you get tired, take a rest, don't quit. I don't think that's exactly how it goes, but you know what I mean. The second lesson I learned is don't compare yourself to anyone. That was one of my resolutions, and I think it's something that we all struggle with, you know, at some stage. And I feel like if you don't, you're so lucky. It's one way to make yourself feel really bad about yourself, but you just have to remember that what you see online, like living in the age of social media, it's just, I just feel like we do it so much more than any other age would have. But what you see online is just a perception of people, like the way you pick it up, or the way that they might put it out there, just isn't reality most of the time. And even if it is reality, there's something more to the story that you don't know. And I suppose the other thing that I was trying to remember is just to stay in your own lane, stay focused on what you're doing. And I definitely feel like I've gotten better at that this year, and I feel so much happier this year than I did this time last year. And that's like, a lot of that is just to do with me being happier in myself, and only comparing me to me. Yeah. Actually, sorry, you can see I'm looking down. I wrote some of these down earlier just because I was trying to figure it out, and it's not something I can do off the tongue, offhand, whatever that phrase is. Okay, third lesson. This is kind of something I picked up from The Secret, and I dip in and out of that book every few weeks. Like if I'm ever like feeling bad or feeling worried about a certain thing, if I look at that book, it makes me feel so much better. Basically, this lesson is just what you think is what you create in your life. Like if you think positive things will happen. If you think negative things will happen. I do believe that that's true. The Secret is all about that. Like it's all about what you give out is what you get back. It's all just about the way you live your life, like every step of the way. If you kind of live with that mentality, you know, then you'll be much happier in the end, and you'll kind of get everything you want. And another thing is, like, you have to really think it to make it happen. So like if you're thinking you're really unhappy, or if you're thinking you're broke, it's more likely you're going to stay that way. You have to kind of think, okay, no, this is going to be really good, and then it happens. It's a weird one to explain, but if you get the book, or if you get the app as well, Daily Teachings from The Secret, it's all in there. It's just about having control over your thoughts, basically. If you don't understand it, it can literally just sound like a load of rubbish, but once you get your head around it, and I try and read those things every so often just to kind of remind myself. Okay, lesson number 4, do what you love and you'll always love what you do. I mean, I feel like this year was such a big year for me in work, and one of my resolutions was to go full-time blogging at some point, but I couldn't even say that out loud this time last year. And another one was to be just happy where I am career-wise at the end of 2017. I just wanted to be happy no matter what I was doing. So if I had gone full-time blogging and I didn't like it, just to go back to whatever I was doing, to find something that I really loved. And I can say now that I am really, really happy. And I feel really lucky to be in the position that I'm in, and I'm really glad I took the leap. And I'm so excited for next year just to see what's going to happen. But it doesn't always have to apply to work. Like, you know, if you find something that you love hobby-wise, even a sport, you know. And I think to find those things, sometimes you have to be open to trying new things as well. So yeah, what else did I have written here? Oh yeah, one thing I'd written down here is money doesn't make you happy. So if you're thinking jobs wise or anything wise that, oh, you better stick with this because this is where the money is, or this is how I'm gonna have best lifestyle, it just doesn't work. If it doesn't make you happy, it's just not worth it. You know, honestly, like, it's just not about money. It shouldn't be about money. I know obviously it makes life easier, but it's just not about that. You just gotta be happy. You only have one life. Doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're happy. What do I have? That's only 4 lessons, is it? Oh, I only wrote down 4 lessons. Well, that's great, isn't it? Let me think of another lesson. Let me look at my resolutions and think of another lesson. I have here, get better at cleaning. That has, I don't know if that's happened. I don't think it has. No, I don't. I think, okay, maybe it's 4 lessons I've learned this year. Actually, one thing that I've learned this year is, and one other thing is the importance of giving back. And yeah, I just feel like I'm very lucky in the position that I'm in, so I want to give back as much as I can when I can. And it's important to remember, you know, the amount of people that are out there struggling, whether it's illness or money or whatever it is. And you know, that money you could spend on a coffee in the morning could make all the difference. And like, I find that I just, like, this is probably selfish of me, but I feel good like doing that. I feel good helping other people. On that note, I was deciding something for me and Jared to do tonight because he's busy the rest of the week, and it's just a nice time of the year to do stuff. So we were thinking maybe ice skating, but then I was like, no, leave it with me, I'll plan something. And I kind of was thinking ice skating and maybe we'll go and get some hot chocolate. But then I was on the way home, I was driving home, and I saw a guy sitting on the side of the road like shivering, and it's so cold tonight. So I was just thinking maybe it'd be nice if we went out to Dundrum to Penny's or wherever and just pick up some hats and scarves and go into town, and if we see anyone cold, give them to them. because the guy I saw didn't have any hat on or any scarf. Yeah, and we saw another guy at lunchtime today and he was like, I just really don't want to sleep outside tonight. So I just think if there's anything you can do to help, you may as well. And I think Jared will enjoy it as well. We might go and get some hot chocolate after. So, and I'm not doing it to come on here and say I'm doing it. I know sometimes people get backlash talking about it, but talking about doing things for charity, but like if I'm doing everything else I'm doing, going out for drinks, going out for a lovely dinner, and I talk about that, I don't think there's any harm in talking about the nice stuff as well. And it might encourage other people to do something. And like, I know it's so small, it's so simple, but it could make a huge difference to somebody's day. So yeah, that's the plan for the night. So we're just back in the car after walking around for, how long? What time is it now? 9:30? 10 to 10? So about 2 hours. It's freezing tonight, it's like 1 degree. And when we were walking down, I actually didn't know if we were gonna come across many because it's so cold. I was like, surely they're all in hostels. But we came across about 10 people, I'd say, on the streets. And then I saw a whole area where there was people. I think the charity was called A Hand Lending, and they had a whole area set up with food and with hot drinks and with scarves and hats for everyone and stuff like that. Well, actually they didn't have scarves and hats, so I gave some of ours, but I have to say it was really eye-opening. They were so nice. Like, just, I heard one guy just asked someone for a spare cigarette and they didn't even look at him. He said, oh thanks anyway, happy Christmas, you know. Yeah, so it was sad, but it was like, it was nice to do it. And now after doing it, I'm like, why shouldn't I talk about it? I feel like it's, if I talk about a load of other stupid stuff during the day, I should be able to talk about this. And it's probably something I want to do more of. And I know a lot of people, like from talking to my friends even, we're all like, you know, we'd love to help someone, we'd love to do something. And sometimes you just don't know where to start, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be anything in particular. It doesn't have to be a certain amount you spend or a certain thing that you do in particular. Like we just went into Penny's and I spent like €25 on hats and scarves and went out for 2 hours tonight instead of going to cinema or, you know, that kind of thing. Bought a few people a hot drink, and like that kind of stuff can make a big difference to people, and just being nice and saying happy Christmas. Anyway, I'm gonna go home now and just take it easy. It's late, it's like 10, so I'm actually gonna pick up my sister who's in college and drop her home as well. So good night. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I feel like I fit a lot in today. So I will see you tomorrow hopefully. Thanks for watching.